Hi, Gary Korb from cigaradvisor.com, and welcome to another hashtag Now Smoking review. This week, I'm going to be reviewing the Henry Clay Warhawk Toro. The Henry Clay Warhawk is the first in a series of cigars coming out from Altadis USA called the Immortal Trio. Now, Henry Clay was the Speaker of the House during the early 1800s, and he's basically the guy that got us into the War of 1812. Hence, he got the name Warhawk. So, this cigar is made with a Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper, which is very unusual because usually Henry Clays are made with Connecticut Broadleaf, but it does have a Connecticut Broadleaf binder, and there is a really nice, according to the press release here, it has a Honduran filler, and I really like Honduran filler. So let's get this going. First we'll clip it. It has a really nice look to it. The wrapper is nice and even in color. It's very firm. It's got some nice, weight to it, and I don't feel any soft spots. It's pretty seamlessly rolled. The cap looks like a nice triple seamer, and let's see how it clips. So, oh yeah, look at that. Very nice. The perfect circle. I always like that. All right. So, it draws really well. Getting a nice, like a nice nutty flavor there, and something else, almost like a, I don't want to say a cookie, but almost like a bready or something like baked, something baked, I don't know. But it's really nice. Okay, so let's fire her up. Now this is a 4-flame lighter, so you notice I'm pretty far away. You don't really want to burn this thing. You want to keep it nice. And I'm trying to get the edges. And you see, you don't have to get very close with a lighter, Make it. Now it's getting red. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Really nice. It's kind of creamy, and getting some pepper through the nose, so it's kind of spicy to start. And draws really good. I'm getting some nice smoke through the head as well as out here in the foot. Just want to give it one more shot. There's one little spot that I missed, but it is kind of peppery. Now you might assume that a cigar named for Henry Clay or with the name Warhawk is going to be very full-bodied. I guess we've yet to see that. But with the Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper, it's probably going to be, a little bit less intense than your typical Henry Clay. They have a reputation for being, pretty spicy cigars. This one's off to a good start. And it seems like it's going to be burning nicely. A lot of smoke coming off of that. Look at that. Anyway, according to their press release here, it says that the Henry Clay selection is available in 3 sizes. This is the Toro. It's a 6x50. They have a Robusto, which is a 5x54. I like those dimensions. And a Corona, which is 5.5x44, which is pretty standard for Corona. So let's see how this thing goes into the first act. Yeah, the smoke is really creamy, and I'd say this is definitely at this point, it's a medium-bodied cigar, and it's been advertised as a medium-bodied cigar too here. I think it's probably going to end up being more like medium plus, because it's got a lot of pepper in it, and it's only going to get a little stronger as we go down. But right now, it's just really ideal, and the ash is really nice too. Take a look at the ash. I guess what they call a dime stack ash, nickel stack ash. It's gray with those nice little black, rings in it, and the carbon line is nice. It's burning beautifully. The ash is, let's see if it taps off. That's pretty firm. Hard to get off there, right? So let's see how we're doing here. So the peppery spice is basically faded. It's still peppery through the nose if you do a retrohale, which is fine. And I'm really enjoying it. It's going well with my coffee, and everything's very, very well balanced. This ash looks like it wants to come off, but I'm gonna take my chances. Yeah, really, really nice. Very, it's kind of like mellow in a sense, but then it's also got that kind of edge to it, that kind of spice note, which lingers on the finish. I can taste it in here, that pepper. Yeah, like I said, this is really different from your typical Henry Clay. I think the last one I had was the stalk cut, and that was really good. It was had a little more sweetness to it. That's got the Connecticut stalk cut leaf as the wrapper, and I'm getting that nice from this cigar anyway. I'm getting that nice Honduran kind of sweetness that I like in their tobacco. So like I said, you've got the Connecticut Broadleaf binder below, which is giving it some sweetness too. And look at that ash, still going good. All right, I'm gonna knock it off. Hey, knock it off. There we go. All right. And I'm just gonna see how this. You can tell this is really, really well made cigar. Look at that, really nice cone, not too sharp. So let's leave it there, and we'll come back in the second act. This is a medium-bodied cigar. It's been very, very smooth, very, very creamy, very, very consistent. The burn has been great. I've got just 2 short ashes in here, and it's just smoking beautifully. I mean, look at the volume of smoke. Check this out. I mean, that's really nice, right? So the flavors I'm getting are basically, it's very toasty. It's not that sweet. Some of the sweetness is kind of tapered off a little bit, but the smoke is very enjoyable. I like that kind of toasty flavor. And I like the creaminess. It's not even that peppery anymore. That's sort of gone off to the wayside. Let's see how the retrohale is. Hold on. Even the retrohale has cleaned up a lot. It's not peppery. It's very creamy. I'm not really getting any flavor out of that, at least not now. But this is really going really nicely. I used to avoid Henry Clay cigars because they were known to be very, very full-bodied. And this is definitely for the person who would want to try Henry Clay and doesn't want to get something that's too intense. So this is the baby right here. There's some earthiness in there. I'm getting that. But there is just, if I really concentrate, There is still a little bit of sweetness, but it's very, very faint. I'm also puffing on it too much, so I'm going to give it a little break here. Let's see if there's anything else here we need to know. The term warhawk was coined because of Henry Clay's wanting to get into the War of 1812. The British apparently were making trouble again at that time. You know, we had won the War of Independence, but the British weren't done with us yet. And he felt that the only option was to go to war with them again. And of course, a lot of people didn't want to do that, but that's how he got the title of warhawk. Yeah, really nice, really creamy. I think the best thing that can be said about this right now is it's just really consistent, and I think that's important too. The bodies remain pretty much medium bodied. Like I said, the smoke is very toasty. It's kind of, I don't know, what they call bready. There's a little oakiness in it, some wood, you know, and a little bit of earth. And I actually have had one of these a few weeks ago, and I liked it then. So I wasn't sure whether the second one would be as good, but it is as good, if not better, because now I'm really paying attention to it. Yeah, real good. All right, well, let's see how the third act turns out. All right, here we are, Act 3. And this cigar is going great. Look at this. Look at that beautiful ash. It's just really, really nice. It's very firm. I'm going to keep it going. And the flavors, again, it's remain medium bodied. I thought it was going to go like, ugh, you know, like it was going to be really full. But it's not. It's really maintained its character. And I think that says a lot, too, about the blend and about the way the cigar was constructed. It's still very creamy. And some of the sweetness has come back now too, so that's good. I kind of like the way it ebbs and flows like that. Really, really delicious. I was sure that it was going to be a lot stronger at this point, but this really is a Henry Clay that I think is really accessible to just about every cigar smoker, even new cigar smokers. And I would say to the new cigar smokers, if you want to smoke a Henry Clay, maybe start here just to get an idea of what the cigar is all about, and then maybe from there move into the stalk cut or the more full-bodied Henry Clays. It's just got great flavor, consistency. It's a little complex in that, you know, that sweetness kind of comes and goes. I don't know if it's going to get peppery again. I guess we'll find out at this level. And they really did a great job. I really can't say anything more about it. And look at this ash. I mean, it's just fantastic. I'm able to shape it, and so you can tell that they got the tobaccos just where they wanted. Oh, there it goes. So, all right, let's see how it is now without some of the filter, huh? Oh yeah, there's that pepper. It came back right there. Okay. So it's got a lot of nice things going on. You know, it's got that sort of nice toasty, woody element, some earth, that sweetness, that sweet spice, you know, from the Honduran leaves, and a little extra sweetness from the Connecticut Broadleaf wrapper. This Ecuadorian Connecticut is really, really nice. It's holding up well. It's not cracking. You know, it's just a really fine cigar. It's hitting on all cylinders. So I would have to give this a pretty high score if I was scoring it. You know, because it is a bit lighter. I wouldn't call it, you know, it's not a true Connecticut, but it might really. I think I even mentioned this cigar in an article I wrote about Connecticut's, the new Connecticut's that are, you know, not light and mellow like, you know, Connecticut cigars used to be. They've got some, you know, some balls to them, you know, and this has a nice little kick, but it's not overpowering. Let's see if we can get it down to the nub. I'll be back. So we're getting down to the end here, and it's still really good. I mean, this cigar is really, really impressive. Let me see how we're doing here. Look at that volume of smoke. Wow, that is really something. It's still got a nice ash on it. Oh, there it goes. Of course, as soon as I say that, you know it's going to fall off, right? But at least it's ashing evenly. It's got a really good burn. And you've seen the smoke. You see how creamy it is. It's just really, really tasty. So I guess kudos go out to the people at Altadis USA for this cigar, this Henry Clay Warhawk. Like I said earlier, it is the first in a line of 3 cigars that they're going to be putting out, and it's going to be called the Immortal Trio. The Immortal Trio. So I don't know what's coming next. Maybe they'll be talking about them at the RTDA this year. But I'm really enjoying this one. I hope the others are as good. Yeah, I mean, it's not bitter. It's still medium, but maybe it's more medium plus now because, you know, look what we got left here, right? But it's still very smooth and creamy, which I think is a really good asset for the cigar to have. And it's just now everything is sort of a big jumble of that pepper, that sweet spice, that earth, that oak. Yeah, all right, man. Excellent job. So there you have it, the Henry Clay Warhawk Toro. Really good cigar, really good buy. And I would definitely say this is humidor worthy. If you like a cigar that's not too strong, not too mellow, somewhere in the middle with some nice, creamy, well-balanced flavors. Like I said, a lot of earth, sweet spice, a little bit of pepper in there, that nice oaky note, a little bit of an herbal quality, even a little floral note off the aroma too, which is really nice. I think you're really going to like the cigar. So thanks for watching #NowSmoking. We'll catch you next time, and happy smokes.